We've just woken up. It's like 7:30 in the morning, and we think if we open this window, Mount Fuji might be there. Let's find out together.
No.
Nope. No Mount Fuji today. Maybe over here? Wow, that building is dilapidated.
A lot of people are parked there. I'm worried.
Yeah, I bet they're just, nobody's going to tow them if they park there. No Fuji-san. Oh well.
Such a gamble. It's like 10% chance.
2 seconds after I stopped recording, we found him.
He's right there.
He's right there. The tip of him is just barely sticking up out of the clouds. Like, just barely.
That was really exciting. When I saw it, I was like, oh dang! That's Fuji.
We're now on our last morning here. Headed over to find a toast breakfast that Katie found that were 99.9% is open because she called and asked. But that doesn't always mean a lot. This is a middle school that sits right on the lake and just right back over there, and like Mount Fuji is right there. Can you imagine going to middle school? Like looking out the window, and you're like, oh, well, there's Mount Fuji. I just get to stare at Mount Fuji for a while. What a crazy setting to learn in. So we're now kind of somehow on the back roads of a town that's only made of back roads. We found those back roads. All right, cafe, and it says it's still open. It didn't just close randomly on us.
So we got up this morning. I drastically changed our plans, and we rode our bikes over to a morning toast set place. And morning toasts are like where you go to a cafe, and the cafe has kind of a bundle that you can get toast with coffee or the drink of your choice. So instead of doing something that kind of beelined us for the direction we wanted to go, I decided we were going to come over to this place. I'm somewhat regretting that. I already regretted it earlier, and now I'm regretting it more because we are at a restaurant with 5 tables of people. We're table number 4, and there's only one dude working here. And dude looks composed. Dude looks like, he looks even keeled, but he should look a little pressured, and should be moving maybe a little faster. I don't want him to break stuff or like cause a problem, but I don't know. This seems really strange that this guy was like, yeah, I got a restaurant, table's full, it's just me. I think we ordered almost a half an hour ago, and
Nobody has gotten anything, and we're 4th in line.
2 coffees have come out to the first table. I think that if this, I'm trying to make the rule for like when you get up and leave. Because I had other intentions for today.
This could take hours at this rate.
Yes, I do not understand. I am baffled right now. Maybe somebody called in sick?
For real though, this guy is playing Overcooked on nightmare mode right now.
He needs a wolf in a wheelchair to help him.
That's the first order. Second order. That's the second order being delivered now.
Yes.
So I don't know. Maybe things are picking up. We'll find out.
There's a pizza toast in the toaster.
I can smell it. Some of our order has arrived. It's happening. Excited?
It's about, we're rocking 45 minutes now. I am psyched. The pizza toast has a wiener on it. Like, I don't know if it's worth the wait, but it was worth the order. Every table has food now. It's just a 45 minutes. This was enthralling. Like, you were talking, and I was like, I can't listen to you and watch this man at the same time. I don't have that ability. I don't know. I got one focus, and I know if I use that one focus for something, I will do really good at it. But if I split that focus, I'm gonna miss all of the amazing things this man does over there. But the pizza toast has shown up, and if we eat it, we can leave.
Have a piece of pizza toast, dude. How is it? It looks like some artisan-ass toast, though. Look at this, man. Look at this stuff.
We're gonna shift the wiener this way.
That's what one does. It's an interesting taste on toast. Take on toast.
That sounds alright. Something to write a letter that we could have been writing in the last bit of time, but it's fuel.
I think the real takeaway here is my dude needs an assistant, like hardcore. If this had come out like within like 10 minutes of ordering or whatever, it would have been like, you know, pretty high marks. Yeah, this was good, but it's just like, that was kind of excessive, y'all. Do we have time to ride around Saiko now?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out.
What time is it?
10:27.
We got here like an hour or more ago. Am I crazy? It took that long? It was like that long, really?
Yeah, I would say that was an hour. I'm actually surprised because when we went in there, I didn't think that we'd be getting out under an hour. But we're at about an hour, so okay. Yeah, and now cycling directions doesn't happen here, so you kind of have to guesstimate. It says that it'll take 2 hours walking to get to the far edge. I think it's possible.
Yeah, I think we can do it.
All right, so we're heading over to Lake Saiko, which is interesting because last time we did a Fuji Goko adventure, we had like a little spare time on the last day and we went over to Lake Saiko, but we were in a car. So we're almost kind of doing the same thing, only this time we're pedaling. We're gonna have a little bit of an incline here to get from one lake to the other. Katie had a malfunction with the hardware of her bicycle, or well, the mount that holds her phone on broke. So now I am up front. I keep seeing this where people are selling firewood. You don't see that in Tokyo. This is a pretty substantial incline. Oh, ay caramba. Feeling about that incline?
I'm feeling like that cyclist rolled on by. But I saw them and I was like, oh, they're doing it. I can do it. I kept going. So that was nice, even though I was definitely eating some dust there.
Do you feel like not having your bags on your bike right now, because they're back with the hotel, do you feel like that is a benefit? Can you feel a difference? Or
oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
If I might have seen that incline and thought about the bags and been like, well, I guess I don't think we're going to Saiko today.
So do you think Saiko is above the
Dear
other
God,
lake?
I hope so.
Or are we going to go down and then have to come back up again?
We're still going up.
All right, so this looks like it's starting to go down, which means we're going to have to come back up to get back where we were, because we have to reverse this path. We're going to be strong. This is a sign welcoming us to Saiko. Here we go, there's another lake. You know how they have those caves? It's like the wind cave.
The Bat Cave.
And the Bat Cave.
Ice Cave, yeah.
There's an ice cave. Have we gone on all of them?
No, I think we may have gone, definitely one, possibly two. But, yeah, I don't
I remember
think the
dropping a
cave.
camera in the water in one of these caves at some point.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
And it wasn't a waterproof camera.
Saiko is bringing the equipment disruptions.
Yeah, I don't know.
I say that because my navigation mountain just broke and a piece of it fell on the ground while we were riding, and now I don't have it anymore. So Eric is guiding now. There'll be no more booty shots of me in the front.
All right, we can make it around this guy, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have time for a bat cave. We made this shot recently. Exactly standing right here when we had a car though. We were going around Saiko on the last day of a trip that we took because we had a little extra time. Right?
Yeah, I remember.
It's like exactly the same situation, only this time we're pedaling.
I remember cracking some jokes over here.
It feels, I don't know, spooky isn't the right word, but just, I don't know, cozy kind of in a way or
It feels
something.
like a murder's gonna happen.
Yeah, a little
You're at
cozy.
the lake.
Yeah, we agree.
Yeah. like this is seriously like the start to so many of those like that they found a dead body in the water and it was all cloudy and gray and now we're definitely gonna have a Netflix series about this shit.
Yeah,
And there was some man over there and I really wanted to bark at him and I was controlling myself not to bark at him.
That's right.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, this is the far point of the lake here, and this is the last lake I think we're gonna be checking out. So now we just have to pedal back and find lunch and do all those things. But I'm seriously thinking about hitting that bat cave. You wanna hit the bat cave? If the bat cave's open, can we stop? Let's stop and see. Let's have a look. Is it cool?
You're in charge of the navigation, the
All
time
right.
scheduling. I'm just riding behind.
We're gonna do a bat cave. This is gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be closed, I know, once we get there, or there's gonna be some logistical issue. Not that I promised it, of course. Nice cock.
Oh. It's really hard to see. It's a really slender cock.
Okay, I guess this is water. It's got people's names on it. And I think this is a jogging course. And I saw some kids, like teenagers, jogging around. And I think maybe it's like a track and field thing, like they come here to like practice or whatever. And maybe this is just some lubrication for them. I don't know, this is not something that I've seen before, and the way that it's in those jugs is strange. But look, to me, my guess on that is water for the kids that are jogging.
Yeah, I think it's students.
Yeah, kind of weird.
It's a little weird for them to be in like this serving container. Why aren't they thermoses? Like this is what they put sauce in at a restaurant.
Yeah. Kids gonna make some.
Maybe this is just to belittle them and put them down a notch so they really feel they gotta fight for it so that one day they can have a thermos.
You drink out of the okonomiyaki sauce thing, son.
You are okonomiyaki!
We've made it to the bat cave area, and we've definitely been here before. And if I recall, you don't get to see any bats.
Well, I know. Wow. Oh, right.
Bats are sleeping right now, right? Like it's the middle of the day, so.
They'd be hanging from the ceiling if we could see them.
Yeah, I don't know. I for some reason I remember not seeing any bats when we were here before, but regardless, it was on the way. It was 300 yen and it was like a different activity to do, so it's all good. It is a little fun though, because when you come into this, like you're out in the woods or whatever, and they give you this ticket. It's got like a bat on it, and you have to scan the ticket at the little gate to like to like get you in, like you're getting on a train or something. Seems real high tech, maybe overkill, but I wonder if, yeah, for bats, I wonder if they get floods of people during the high season, and it just makes it easier, like overall, than having a person trying to keep track of all these like floods of children trying to come in here and not see bats.
You don't want a child to be staying overnight in the cave with the bats.
Keeping track of that shit too. What happened there? It's a good thing you got some gear on.
Dude, I would say the 300 yen I just paid for this helmet has paid off for sure. That would have been a hard wham. It was a hard wham. And I wasn't paying attention because I was thinking we didn't bring our lights with us. I packed them. I've been carrying them all around. And our headlamps are in my bag at the hotel.
I have a light.
Yeah, but the headlamps, man.
So in theory, this is a fairly simple structure where you can kind of get around and there's maps and stuff. But then you come to like little areas like this here and it's like this way. It's like left and right. Which way is the way to go?
Hey, I was the one who was like, let's understand the map. And you were the one who was like, just follow the this way sign. So you let me know, son. Apparently you talk to these signs a little bit better than I do.
You just hang right, no big deal.
Oh, we're hanging right.
It's pretty damn low, man. Oh man, I don't know if I want to do this actually. Like, I'm not wearing the right knee gear to climb on this volcanic rock. Can you do it?
I already hit my head. Probably gonna be fine.
There's no way I'm going around this thing. It's way too low and carrying the camera and stuff. Last time we came through here, I dropped a camera, fell with a camera in my hand, and it just dropped it right in the water, like in a puddle that's very similar to this puddle here. And the camera I've got now is dramatically more expensive, so we're not going to play any games with it. So Katie's going along this like little narrow area, shallow area, low ceiling area, that's the word. And I thought I'd just relay a little bit more information. I think we're inside of a lava tube because a lot of stuff around here is volcanic, and like you can tell by the way the rock feels and looks and stuff that it's definitely volcanic. There's some signs talking about how some of the formations in here are made from lava falling into the tube and like building up in unique ways. So it's just like all like the guts of Mount Fuji that we're basically inside of right now, which is pretty chill.
Since this is my second time at this cave and I am an expert, I'm taking the expert route. You have the beginner's route here in blue, like this chump will be taking. He's been here 2 times, but very unconfident. Over here, the red indicates expert. And I've already done this one. And it's been finished. And I can tell you, it's a tight squeeze. You don't have to get down on your butt or anything, but you're getting really small. And I saw some other people in there. You will huff and puff. Everybody comes out of there. Every adult. All the children are fine, but all the adults are like, why would I ever do that to myself again? So I came back up here because Eric had waited for me because he thought it was a loop and then I was going to come back out. Never came back out. Eric was waiting here, and when I came up, he'd gotten like this far through because he was coming to find me. Maybe he thought I died somewhere in the cave, but expert didn't die. He was right there. I was like, dude, I'm not doing that again. It's really small. I can't imagine watching you do it. It would be very painful to watch.
Yeah, and I think if I had the right gear on, I would be more like okay with it. But carrying an expensive camera with a camera bag on my back and like being this big and like
Not
my
an
knees
expert.
are out, like if I scrape up my knees and stuff, like I don't, you know what I mean? Like I might worry about like not winning the pageant if I've got these scratches, and there's a lot of problems. So got a lot of calculus I've got to make. I'm going to take the beginner course like a chump.
Yeah. It's also known as the shortcut route, so you could be using it in that positive manner.
Just a little bit narrow. Kydeじゃないだよ. No problem.
The bats don't like it when you cry. They're coming. I could see real ways to torture small children about this event and ways to pump them up as like a don't be scared of things kind of thing. I don't know which parent I would be, and it might depend on the moment.
It's actually a bit exciting. Like you got to go down and stuff. It's not just like a simple stroll. Like there's a little bit of energy that gets put out, like going through that little cave. And the very end has got a door, and it's a door that bats can go through, but people can't go through without like unlocking and going in the door.
So
and
you're
it's set
saying
up.
there's a bat cave within the bat cave.
Yeah, basically. And it's just like a preservation thing because like of course the bats are sleeping and they don't need people like coming up in their sleeping business while they're trying to do their sleeping. So it just keeps everybody out. But all the kids and stuff are screaming and stuff so much, so I'm wondering how much sleep these bats are actually getting. Like I bet the bats hate the weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Tuesdays are probably all right.
Yeah, Tuesdays are
But on the weekends, I got to deal with all the wah! Like, and some of the kids were like scared and stuff, so pretty noisy. But it's kind of nice that you kind of want to see bats when you go to a bat cave. So maybe this is marketed a little bit poorly. Maybe it should be like the lava cave or something.
Yeah.
There are 2 other, I believe, caves in this area. We think it's a wind cave and an ice cave.
And both don't sound very good considering that
Kind of cold.
Kind of cold.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, yeah, the bat cave sounds all right.
Maybe I should have gone against my better intuition, because I bet the last time we were here it was cold too, and that's why we ended up at this cave.
I think maybe we went in the other ones too. I don't remember. I'll have to look back and see if we've been in all of them.
I think we went into the wind one. That sounds more familiar, but I don't know.
I wonder if you could come here at dusk and see the bats coming in and out of the cave.
Probably.
That would be pretty wild, because that could be a lot. Like if it's like, a bat cave full of bats. Might be kind of neat, but maybe you're not allowed to come back here or whatever. I don't know.
I read that the population has been decreasing over the recent years.
Because you can't get your fuck on if you're a bat with all these children's crying all the time. That's what the problem
That's
is.
the sweet hum of bat love.
I don't know if it is. I don't think anybody's pumping the brakes for. Couldn't find a thing to say pumping the biscuits to the babies crying. It's a mood killer. Doesn't matter your species.
So we didn't get to see any bats.
But we do get to see a whole bunch of vintage Batman posters, which are pretty rad. There's a bunch of them like in this area. It's a weird little area that nobody else is coming over into.
But I got you a present.
I have a present. Okay. What do we got here? I'm expecting Bat.
He's gonna have a friend soon.
He's gonna have a friend. Oh, wow. Oh, nice. Oh, he's good.
Oh, he's good. He looks really screwy.
So he's gonna go in the fridge next to that little black pig we have.
Yeah, I've kind of decided that we should be getting travel magnets.
Travel magnets?
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. You put them on the fridge.
Yeah.
Then one day the fridge door will open the correct direction.
Yeah.
Gosh, if only there was a way to flip it.
Either the video is capturing my rear, or I'm keeping up the rear.
You've now circumnavigated another lake.
Feels pretty good.
I got a question for you though. It's 1 p.m. right now. We got to pick up the van at 2. Between then and now, we've got to ride over this hill, pick up our bags, and make it over to where the van is, which is a significant difference. Do you think we have time for some pizza toast? Can we squeeze? Squeeze another pizza toast in?
You're talking right now actually gave me an idea. Instead of going to pick up our bags on the bikes, why don't we just go get some food, get the van, and then take the van to get the bags?
That's a big brain action right there.
Yeah, so.
Huge brain action.
Let's go eat.
Okay.
So go down to, and maybe we can find a little piece.
Oh yeah, no
I doubt
chance.
we will, but
there's this tiny little piece of plastic.
Let's head that way.
Okay.
And we'll grab something to eat. That lady said that it didn't matter what time we came back for the bags. So.
Yeah, good. Big brain action,
okay.
Katie.
I still can't ride. I got to be in the rear.
I guess that other lake was quite a bit higher in elevation than Kawaguchiko, because I think this is all down all the way down to the other lake. Great news! Here comes Katie blasting down the hill. How was the down?
Down was good, although I probably could have gone faster, but I don't trust myself. There are so much tears going down my face right now. Yeah, I don't trust myself with speed. I just sat there thinking about all the car wrecks I've had. And I was just like, wow, I should probably slow it down. Yeah, that one was pretty scary. Surprised no one got hurt there. All right, well, I'm gonna probably slow down a little bit more. So you just trust yourself? Were you even using the brakes? Because you got down here pretty quickly.
I used the brakes a bit.
When I got to the straight part, I let go of the brakes for a considerable amount of time, and then I thought about more car wrecks, and I was just like, I'm just gonna slow down.
It's probably really hard to see, but there's a ramp down here, and a person just went off it with skis. Really cool. Tanuki check here.
Wow.
Checking on your boys when you see them. That's all.
Good papa.
140 or so, we can pick up our van, our support van, from the Toyota rent-a-car that's across the street, and we can pick it up at 2. Usually they let you pick it up a little bit early, so we looked for food on the way here, and like nothing is open here, like everything is kind of closed already. It's just difficult to find food sometimes.
That's a Japan lunchtime at good restaurants around here.
Yeah.
At lunchtime, they finish their lunch rush at 2, and then they reopen at 5 p.m.
So anyway, we're at the convenience store, and we're probably going to get a snack, then we're going to get the van, then we're going to put the bikes in the van, and then we are going to support van our way home. And what's funny is it's supposed to have been raining by now, but it's still not raining.
It's not supposed to rain until 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you gotta...
I don't know, man. I thought it was supposed to be raining all day, and then it keeps getting pushed back. I bet it's not going to rain all day. We could have... I bet.
No, because I don't even know what weather forecast you were looking at.
Like my frog, man. My frog keeps changing his predictions.
Yeah, whoa. Meet the support van.
It's a bit of a meme on our Discord channel where we kind of joke about like YouTube people using vans instead of bicycling and like secretly getting around like, oh, there's a support van in the background and like, it's a thing. You should come ahead and hang out the Discord if you think that's funny. But we have a support van. We're gonna show you the support van. Its name is Support Van. And this is a van, it's a little box. And we aren't sure if the bikes are gonna fit. We think they're gonna fit, but we're not 100% sure. So let's see if we can get these bikes in here.
Where are you gonna put the camera? I thought you were setting the camera up.
I'm gonna put the camera down right now, right over here.
Set it up. I'm not allowed to touch anything until you do stuff.
Go. Moment of truth.
It is the moment of truth.
It's tons of room.
And all I gotta tell you right now is Katie does good measurements.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Good goddamn.
Tons of room.
I love being reliable.
Okay. And there's these hooks in the floor.
You can also consider that you might be able to use the seat belts.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna matter if we put pressure downwards.
Is there anything that you could hug it to this side?
Yeah, this one's gonna move around a lot.
I can climb up through the thing.
Okay.
And also through the door as well.
All right.
There are doors.
Well, how are you gonna get the door with the bike there?
Look, I'm small. I can do it.
All right, I think we got this set up. Feeling confident Katie's bike isn't gonna move. Nuts.
And I'm gonna take one from here down to that rope. That's my plan.
So I close you in?
Yep.
She's thinking about like hooking it on here. She's gonna get the hell out of here. Better?
Pretty good. In.
Cool. How are you gonna get out of here? You got yourself a nest.
I should have gone cave style underneath. Alright, so here's the situation. We got one option for lunch. I'm going down here. If they won't feed me, we're coming back to this 7-Eleven. Like, that's the lunch options. I'm not fighting Fuji Goko for lunch.
All right, we're gonna find out if these bikes go when we go, or if they stay put when we go.
You still ready to give the driving directions?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
You just gotta go down and hang a left. You're good.
Alright, I'm going.
All right, bikes.
That's the first hop.
Hey, looks like they're staying put.
Only a lot more to go. Raindrop.
It started to rain? Oh, come on now. No, come on. That's not. Where? What? That guy? The other guy? That doesn't count. One drop.
Totally
It's
counts.
not going to rain for a month.
Totally counts.
All right.
This way.
Is this where we're eating?
Yes. I think they will still serve us food even though it's not lunchtime.
Why do you think that?
I just have a hope. Do you want me to go through the many reasons? Number 1, Google says they're open until 7. Number 2, when I called and asked how late they were open, we want to know how late lunch goes. So that to me means we do food outside of lunch, but lunch just ended.
I see.
Yeah, so let's get up in there and get some food. All right, I made a good call. The restaurant's open, and we now have food. We have a van. It is raining outside significantly. And I feel like a lot of good choices have been made in the last few minutes. Get the van, take care of things, sit down, eat your chicken that's on a weapon.
This is pretty unique though, what you've got.
It's chicken tamanegi, so just onions, peppers, and more chicken.
I was worried it was gonna be a bunch of seafood and stuff. That's why I didn't look at it. And I was like, nope, not for me.
I got a salad next to a small salad.
Next to a little salad.
Next to a pickled salad. I can tell you right now, it's good. I don't even need to. I just exercise. It's effortful, delicious.
I want to see you eat some of that. Don't cockblock me on that. I told you. I just told Katie just a minute ago. I was like, it'd be funny if we didn't review food. We just showed it and didn't eat it. And everyone would be like, well, how was it? How was it? And drive them crazy. And now she's doing it to you.
Chicken's been rolled in a little knot. It's not overly seasoned, maybe a little under seasoned for the chicken, but I can grab some of that sauce.
I got this donburi with oroskatsu. It's just like deep fried pig. It's pretty standard stuffs. I don't know if I'm going to get into the review. Maybe I will be the one that doesn't give you the it's good or not. You can just imagine. Is that evil? Are we being evil? All right, I won't do that to you. I won't leave you hanging. It is kind of middle of the road. I think if I hadn't been out exercising and like earning this meal, I wouldn't be like, oh, this is good. It's good because I'm like hungry and exercised. It's a little tougher than I'd like it to be. There's not a whole lot of flavor to it. I could use like a little bit more of the sauce that they put on it to kind of punch it up a bit. Yeah, I would say like it's like a 5 out of 10. It's nothing to write home about, but it exists. So it gets extra points for existing because everything else is basically closed. We're on our way to grab the bags from the hotel where we left them this morning. And I'm feeling pretty good about the way all this worked out, like you were saying, because it's actually raining now and it would suck to be riding over a mountain,
It would
like
suck to be
all
halfway
soggy
home.
and yeah, we've done the right thing. Even though it was a bit expensive to do it this way, this is the right way to do it. And we got an extra couple days. You got a green. And we got a couple days out of it that we wouldn't have had otherwise, riding around and checking out things. Went to the Bat Cave. It's been
Obviously,
beneficial.
It was worth it.
It's been very beneficial. So yeah, even though it was a little more expensive to rent the van, I mean, it was like $150 basically to rent this van for a few hours just to drive our bikes back. So like, support vans don't come cheap, but
I do have
they keep you dry.
I've got one negative thing to point out.
Okay.
What we don't like about Fujigoko is riding through the traffic.
And we're sitting in it
that
now.
is what we're doing
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
But that's because of my bad decisions this morning, I think. To go to that toast place, if we hadn't gone to that toast place, I think our trajectory would have ended with us leaving right now. We would have already been bagged.
Yeah, but there's no way you would have known that the toast place was a solo operation with a 45-minute wait for a piece of toast. Like, there's no way you could have calculated that. So, yeah, whatever. It's
I should have
fine.
called and been like, you working by yourself today?
Yeah,
I don't think I'm
like-
coming. I'm just going to start asking people, like, how many people you got on staff right now?
This isn't... this-
Only 2? I don't think I want to come there for donburi.
I don't think that's normally the problem with Japan, though. The problem is the place is completely closed, as opposed to, like, slow service once
That
you
would have
get
had us
in.
on the go. But this guy decided to keep it going.
Yeah, like the lunch we just had, that lady brought that shit out really fast. It was like
Yeah.
super, super quick. So
And then we were like, we don't have much time. And she was like, let me get the coffee.
like, ran and got the coffee. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So we've just got to drive over the mountains tonight. I don't know how much more video there's going to be, like, to
do? Like, is this kind of the end of the thing? Is this where we're going to end it?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think this is the end.
All right.
This has been by far one of my favorite Fuji go-go trips, and I'm already planning the next one. And then I just think to myself, why do you keep coming back here? What are you doing?
I
And
don't know why. It's
that's
something attractive to me.
well, one, it's got the Fuji factor. Two, it's got the activity factor where you can just be going and doing, and like even yesterday when we were just going to be riding our bikes around, we stopped and we stopped and we stopped because there were things to see and do.
I also think that there's a lot of different ways to do Fuji Goko. You go in a car, you go and you camp, you do it on a bike, you come on a train, and you do it with like that way on public transportation. There's just a lot of different ways to like explore it, and when you change the method at which you're traveling, it changes what you get out of a place dramatically.
Yes.
And like it changes your zoom level of how you're looking at things.
And this has definitely given me an appreciation on the zoom level of cycling.
Yes, totally agree. And even though we got like a ton of rain for 3 days, it's still like that's out of the ordinary for us. So
Really out of the ordinary.
yeah, I feel like it was just sort of like, okay, how are we gonna live and then like travel in these circumstances? And we thought about renting a car and just like driving around in the rain and stuff, but we didn't, and we just did it differently, and it was interesting just to have tackled it in a different way. So yeah, I really dug it. I'm like on a happy high right now, just from like the good times that we've been having, and the exercise, and I've got a belly full of food. I just had coffee, so I'm kind of like. But is that your summary? You got anything else?
We'll probably be back, and
Who knows how?
who knows how.
Yeah, maybe we'll skateboard our way over here.
I saw people jogging, dude. We went from like vans to cars to cycling here. Next, we will walk here.
I mean, maybe we could do a walking trip. I don't know. We've never done something like that, like a long distance walking trip. I don't know. See how, maybe.
I got tons of things to tell you about every step of the way.
So for anybody interested in how the van ride went, the bikes fell over back and forth quite a bit because the roads that we had to go over, which I'm very happy we didn't cycle on, it was up and down and up and down and up and down to get over the hill back to where we live, coming that direction.
There was up and down, but we ended up turning off and going on a very, very windy road where the bikes basically started like, you know how the bike probably would have just been fine had you been on the flat road, but the moment that it went through like test mode, it was over. The bikes were all over the place, and I realized you don't know how to tie up bikes.
Me?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I tied up those bikes. Yeah.
I thought we were just going on a straight road. I was all set. So I don't know if we would have ended up doing the same path coming back if we had been pedaling, but if we had, it would have been hellacious.
Yeah.
The ride into Mount Fuji, because of the direction that we went, like we went south and then came back up or whatever, was just like one strong climb up that one huge hill. But coming back the way that we came was like up and down and up and down and up and down. And it was just like a lot of elevation climbs and falls back and forth. And I think it would have been hellacious to have tried to do that in one day. I don't think we would have been able to.
Yeah.
I think
it did not look good.
Us.
And it rained on the way back, and the window was like fogging up, and it was just, and we rented the car giving ourselves like at least an hour to an hour and a half of wiggle room. We were there on the minute.
Yeah, of course.
It was like...
So, anyways, like, God bless the support van. That's my main takeaway from that. And if you want to see more videos, this was the end of this series, but we have got some more series. It's coming actually a week from today. We are heading out to film another series. So if you want to help us keep making these series of videos, exploring around
it's
Japan.
Just series.
And,
the plural of series is series.
No, it's siri, like peni. If you would like to help us keep making these siri.
Is a peni?
There you go. What's a group of them called? Like a flock?
A rod?
No, a rod of peni. Then you can help us out by checking out the stuff we've got linked down below.
You could probably also help us out if you opened up a dictionary and just like inserted the accurate words into the comments.
The main place you can help us out is Patreon, which is where we have the opportunity to have some perks to help you guys see more from our world, and you can help us continue to make things to share our world and do those types of stuffs.
That's a really nice way to say that.
We've got a whole, thank you. I'm really good at words. We've got a whole bunch of other things.
What in the last 2 minutes? You were just dropping peni, and now you're like, I'm a wordsmith.
We've got a lot of other social media, but the one that I want to hit right now the most is come hang out with us on Twitch. We do live streams over on Twitch, usually at least a couple times a week, and it's a lot of fun to just kind of do this thing, but in real life, in real time with everybody. It's pretty sweet. So if you want to come hang out in those aspects,
And
Twitch is the place to be.
Giggles that you've seen just now.
Yeah, you could correct us about our vocabulary in real time. So anyway, we'll be at you with another video series soonish.